My name is Eleanor Hargrove, and for the better part of my 65 years, I prided myself on being the pillar of my family. Widowed young, I raised my son, Daniel, with a firm hand and an open heart. He grew into a successful architect, marrying the woman of his dreams. Or so I thought. Amelia entered our lives like a breath of fresh air, with her cascading auburn hair, impeccable manners, and a smile that could light up a room. But not all that glitters is gold. It started innocently enough. Daniel brought Amelia home for dinner one Sunday afternoon 3 years ago. She was a graphic designer, full of ambition and charm. They met at a conference in the city, and within months, they were engaged. I welcomed her with open arms, thrilled to see my son happy after years of focusing solely on his career. Our home in the quiet suburbs of Maplewood became a hub of activity. Family gatherings, holidays, and lazy weekends spent in the garden. Cracks began to show early on. Amelia was allergic to nuts, she claimed, and made a big fuss about it whenever I cooked. I had always been careful, but her dramatics irked me. Little did I know her allergies would become the weapon in her arsenal against me. Our relationship was cordial at first. I offered advice on homemaking, and she nodded politely, though I could see the flicker of annoyance in her eyes. Daniel adored her, and for his sake, I held my tongue. Then the secrets started unraveling. One evening, while Amelia was out, I decided to tidy up the guest room she used as her office. I was not snooping, merely organizing the chaos of papers and sketches strewn about. That was when I found it, a hidden folder tucked beneath a stack of design portfolios. Inside were letters, emails, and photographs that painted a picture far removed from the innocent bride I had imagined. Amelia was not who she said she was. Her real name was Amanda Pierce, and she had a past riddled with deceit. There were records of a previous marriage that ended in scandal, accusations of embezzlement from her ex-husband's company, hushed settlements, and even a restraining order. She had changed her identity to start fresh, but the lies caught up. Worse, There were recent emails suggesting she was still in contact with shady figures from her old life, possibly involving Daniel's business in some scheme. My heart raced as I pieced it together. How could I tell Daniel? He was blinded by love, but as his mother, it was my duty to protect him. That night, over dinner, I confronted her subtly. Amelia, dear, tell me more about your family background. Any skeletons in the closet? She laughed it off, but her eyes narrowed. Daniel changed the subject, oblivious. I knew then that I had to expose her before it was too late. The opportunity came at our annual family reunion. Relatives from across the state gathered at our home. The air filled with laughter and the scent of barbecue. Amelia had prepared her signature salad, nut-free as always, but I had other plans. During a lull in conversation, I pulled Daniel aside. Son, there's something you need to know about Amelia. I showed him the folder I had photocopied for safekeeping. His face paled as he read through the documents. This can't be true, Mom. There must be an explanation. But doubt seeded in his mind. That evening, as the family sat around the fire pit, I could not hold back. In a moment of heated discussion about trust in marriage, prompted innocently by a cousin's story, I blurted it out. Trust is everything. Without it, marriages crumble. Like when someone hides their past, changes their name to escape debts and scandals. The yard fell silent. Amelia's fork clattered against her plate. What are you implying, Eleanor? I met her gaze steadily. I'm not implying, dear. I'm stating facts. Amanda Pierce, isn't it? The embezzlement, the ex-husband, it's all here. I held up the folder for all to see. Gasps echoed around the circle. Daniel looked betrayed, his aunts and uncles murmuring in shock. Amelia's face twisted in fury, but she composed herself quickly. This is ridiculous. Eleanor must be mistaken, or perhaps senile. The insult stung, but I stood my ground. Daniel demanded explanations, and Amelia stormed off, claiming it was all a misunderstanding. The reunion ended in chaos, with family members divided. Some believed me, others thought I was meddling. In the days that followed, Daniel confronted Amelia privately. She spun a tale of victimhood, abusive ex forced to change her name for safety. But the evidence was damning. Their marriage strained, arguments echoing through the house. I felt guilty for the pain I had caused my son, but relieved that the truth was out. Amelia, however, did not forgive. Her eyes held a cold glint whenever she looked at me. She started spending more time in the kitchen, insisting on cooking family meals. To make amends, she said sweetly. But I knew better. Life in the Hargrove household became a battlefield of passive aggression. Daniel tried to mediate, suggesting counseling, but Amelia resisted. She began isolating me, whispering to Daniel about my interference and how it was stressing her out. I noticed small things missing. My favorite teacup, a cherished photo album, only to find them accidentally broken or misplaced. Then came the allergens. I had always loved my signature dish, chicken almondine, rich with toasted almonds and a creamy sauce. It was a family recipe passed down from my mother. Amelia knew this. She had complimented it many times. But now she claimed her nut allergy was severe, banning all nuts from the house. For my safety, she said. I complied at first, but suspicion grew. One afternoon, while she was out, I tested her claim. I baked a batch of almond cookies and left them on the counter. When she returned, she absent-mindedly popped one into her mouth, chewing without issue. No reaction. My heart sank. She had been lying about the allergy all along. Why? To control the household, perhaps? Or something more sinister? I confronted her that evening. Amelia, I saw you eat that cookie. No hives, no swelling. What's the real story? She feigned innocence. Must have been a placebo effect. Allergies can be unpredictable, but her smile was too tight, her eyes too sharp. The tension escalated. Daniel sided with her more often, weary of the conflict. I felt like an outsider in my own home. Then the secret I had exposed deepened. Through a private investigator friend, I learned Amelia was still entangled in financial schemes, using Daniel's contacts to launder money. I gathered more evidence, planning to show Daniel. But Amelia struck first. It was a quiet Tuesday evening. Daniel was away on a business trip, leaving Amelia and me alone in the house, a rare occurrence since the reunion. She offered an olive branch. "Let's bury the hatchet, Eleanor. I'll cook your favorite chicken almondine. No allergens for me, but I'll make an exception for you." I was wary, but agreed, hoping for peace. As she bustled in the kitchen, the aroma filled the air: garlic, herbs, and the nutty scent of almonds. She served it with a flourish, pouring wine and chatting amicably about the weather. The first bite was heaven, the flavors exploding on my tongue. But midway through, a strange tightness gripped my throat. My skin itched, hives blooming across my arms. I gasped, realizing too late she had not faked her allergy. She had weaponized mine. I was not allergic to nuts. Or was I? Panic set in as my vision blurred. Amelia watched calmly, sipping her wine. "Feeling all right, Eleanor? You look a bit flushed." I clutched my throat, wheezing. "What did you do?" She leaned in, voice low. "You exposed my secret, ruined my life. Now it's your turn. Those almonds aren't just nuts. They're laced with something special. A potent allergen cocktail designed to mimic a severe reaction. But for someone like you, with your undiagnosed sensitivities, it's lethal. How did she know?" Years ago, I had had mild reactions to certain foods, but never nuts. She must have researched, tested subtly over months, perhaps in those accidental meals. I fumbled for my phone, but she snatched it away. No need for that. By the time help arrives, it'll be too late. Anaphylaxis, they'll say. Tragic accident. Darkness crept in, but survival instinct kicked in. In my purse by the table was an EpiPen prescribed for a bee sting allergy, but it might buy time. With trembling hands, I jabbed it into my thigh. Adrenaline surged, clearing my airway just enough. Amelia's eyes widened. "You clever old bat." She lunged, but I shoved the table, spilling hot sauce over her. I staggered to the door, screaming for help. As sirens wailed, Amelia fled, but not before whispering, "This isn't over." In the hospital, doctors confirmed it. The dish contained a mix of allergens: shrimp extract, hidden peanuts ground fine, and a dash of something untraceable that amplified the reaction. My mild sensitivities, combined with the sabotage, nearly killed me. But the EpiPen saved my life. Daniel rushed back, horrified. The police investigated, finding evidence in the kitchen: vials of allergens, receipts for purchases under Amelia's alias. She was arrested trying to flee the state. The trial was sensational. Amelia's past unraveled in court: embezzlement, fraud, and now attempted murder. She claimed self-defense, painting me as a meddlesome monster, but the jury saw through it. Guilty on all counts. Daniel and I rebuilt slowly. He divorced her, focusing on healing. I learned to trust my instincts, and he learned to listen. The trial ended, but the echoes lingered. Maplewood, once a haven of quiet streets and friendly waves, now buzzed with whispers. At the grocery store, old neighbors averted their eyes or offered pitying smiles. "How are you holding up, Eleanor?" they would ask, their voices dripping with curiosity disguised as concern. I held my head high, but the weight of judgment pressed down. Daniel met Sarah, a teacher, kind and honest. They married a year later in a small chapel downtown, just close family and a few trusted friends. Sarah wore a simple ivory gown, her blonde hair pinned with wildflowers from my garden. I walked Daniel down the aisle, a role reversal that brought tears to my eyes. "You're giving me away this time," he joked, but his grip on my arm was tight, grounding us both. The reception was in our backyard, under the same string lights that had witnessed Amelia's deception. As I watched Daniel dance with Sarah, their laughter mingling with the music, I felt a pang of hope. This was real. No secrets, no facades, but doubt crept in during quiet moments. What if I had been wrong to interfere? What if Amelia's lies had been a cry for help and I had pushed her to the edge? Therapy helped unpack these thoughts. You protected your son, my counselor assured me. Her actions were her own. Still, I could not shake the what-ifs. One night, sorting through old photos, I found a picture from the reunion, the one where Amelia smiled brightly beside Daniel. Her eyes, even then, held a shadow. Had I missed the signs, or had she hidden them too well? To understand the enemy, I needed to see through her eyes. During the trial, snippets of Amelia's or Amanda's past emerged, but I pieced together more through letters she sent from prison. I never responded, but I read them, searching for truth. Amanda Pierce grew up in a fractured home in a gritty part of Chicago. Her father was a gambler, her mother absent, lost to addiction. By 16, Amanda was hustling, forging documents, running small scams to survive. She was smart, charming, and ruthless when cornered. Victor Lang, her ex, was not the villain she painted him to be. Court records showed he was a small-time businessman who had fallen for her charisma. Their marriage was a partnership in crime, embezzling from his construction firm to fund a lavish lifestyle. When it collapsed, Amanda took the fall, but not before siphoning funds to a secret account. Changing her name to Amelia was her rebirth. She moved to a new city, dyed her hair, and crafted a persona. The ambitious designer with a tragic past. Meeting Daniel was a jackpot. A stable, successful man with connections. But love? That was secondary. She needed security, a way to rebuild her empire. In her letters, she wrote of resentment. You think you're a hero, Eleanor, but you destroyed everything. I was finally free of my past, building something real with Daniel. Your meddling forced my hand. Forced her hand? The poisoning was premeditated, planned over months. She had researched my medical history, bribed a clerk at my old doctor's office for records of my mild shellfish sensitivity. The almond cookies were a test, not of her allergy, but of my reaction to trace contaminants. She had been dosing me subtly, building tolerance data like a scientist. Her allergy claim was a red herring, a way to control the kitchen and deflect suspicion. Brilliant in a twisted way, but it unraveled her. Post-trial, the police were not done. Amelia's arrest opened a Pandora's box. Her accomplices, Victor and a network of fraudsters, were tracked down. Daniel's firm was audited, revealing tampered contracts and missing funds. Thankfully, his reputation held. He had been an unwitting pawn. I testified again, this time in a federal case against the ring. The courtroom was larger, the stakes higher. Victor, a wiry man with slicked back hair, smirked from the stand. Amanda was the mastermind, he claimed. I was just along for the ride. But evidence contradicted him, his fingerprints on the money trails. Amelia, testifying via video from prison, turned on him. He forced me back into it, she lied, eyes pleading for leniency. The judge saw through it. Both got additional sentences. During this, I discovered something chilling. Amelia had a contingency plan. A burner phone hidden in the house's attic contained messages to an unknown contact. If E exposes me, Plan B, make it look like an accident. Plan B was the poisoning. The phone led to a hired chemist arrested for supplying the allergen mix. He confessed, detailing how Amelia paid in cash, using her design skills to forge IDs. Daniel was shaken. She planned this from the start? Not from the start, I said. But once I found the folder, she adapted. Survival instinct twisted into malice. With the legal battles behind us, Daniel and I focused on family. Sarah was a godsend, patient, understanding. She encouraged Daniel to therapy, and we attended joint sessions. Forgive yourself, she told him. You loved her. That's not a crime. I volunteered at a local women's shelter, sharing my story anonymously. Look for the signs, I would say. Inconsistencies, control, isolation. It empowered me, turning pain into purpose. The twins arrived on a snowy December morning, Emma and Ethan, holding them. Tiny fingers wrapped around mine, melted the last of my reservations. Daniel beamed. Sarah, exhausted but radiant. They're perfect, I whispered. We celebrated holidays differently now. No grand reunions, just us, cozy and real. I cooked chicken almondine again, carefully, with store-bought nuts and no secrets. The first bite was tentative, but delicious. Laughter filled the table. One surprise came from Cousin Mary, who had initially doubted me. She apologized, confessing Amelia had manipulated her too, spreading lies about my senility. Mary became an advocate, helping with my book tours. The memoir, Poisoned Bonds, hit shelves. Interviews followed. TV, podcasts, magazines. I spoke candidly. Family is sacred, but blind trust is dangerous. Question, verify, protect. Sales soared, but more importantly, letters poured in. Women shared their stories of deceptive partners, thanking me for courage. One wrote, "Your story saved my daughter from a similar fate." Years later, on the 5th anniversary of the poisoning, I received a visitor request from prison. Amelia. Against advice, I went. Curiosity, closure, call it what you will. She looked older, lines etching her face. Prison jumpsuit swallowing her frame. Why? I asked. Simply, she leaned forward, voice hoarse. You won, Eleanor. Daniel's happy. You're a hero. But I was happy too, before you dug. Happiness built on lies crumbles, I replied. You chose poison over truth. A flicker of regret crossed her eyes. Maybe, but survival, it's all I know. I stood. Goodbye, Amelia. Walking out, I felt no pity, only peace. She had poisoned more than a dish. She had tried to erode our bond, but we endured. At 75, I tend my garden, watch the twins play, and cherish quiet evenings with Daniel and Sarah. The Victorian house is filled with love, no shadows. I survived the allergens, the betrayal, the doubt. And in doing so, I taught my family resilience. Secrets may lurk, but truth and a well-placed EpiPen prevail.